This is part 2 of a 4-part series on using the Grass Valley control panel to control an video hub, Blackmagic Video Hub. Part 1 we showed you a brief overview and then the initial setting up using the shift button alongside the pattern 8 button here. We're going to show you how to actually change cross points. The first video hub I'm going to show you is a workgroup video hub, which is this is a 12 by 12 video hub, workgroup video hub. It's also got 2 extra processors in it, which if I serves me right, if I can click on processor up here, you can see there's the extra processor, which is a down converter and a frame store, graphic store for putting graphics on top of the an output, a selected source, as I showed you in the previous video, for putting bugs on and things like that. Anyhow, so getting back to the thing, to go into actual switching mode of a video hub, I have already selected the video hub, and I can show you if you just hold your finger on the shift button and press 8 momentarily, take your finger off, hold down the shift, it'll then go into the IP mode, so you can quickly check the IP address of the video hub you're currently controlling, and because it's always defined by the 4th byte, there it is there, 182, so I know that I'm controlling 182 IP address, which I know is the workgroup video hub. I actually have 2 of these workgroup video hubs. I've got another one sitting over here in the that's the TVS system over there. It's not turned on, but in section 4, in part 4 of this video, I will be showing you a bit more around that. Now, to come out of that, you missed it, but to come out of that that mode, you just hit the abort button. It goes back to normal, and here we are controlling the ATM. I've gone to a 4-way wipe now. There you go, just to give you an idea what's going on there. Okay, so to enter into the video hub control mode, we're going to again hold the finger on the shift button and press 8 and take your fingers off the button, both buttons quickly. So you just go 8, take your finger off the shift button, and because I didn't hold down the shift button over a second, it's now gone into normal video hub control mode, so we're actually controlling the video hub. The display is now showing us which destination the video hub has, and then it's showing me what source that destination has. And if we have a look at the video hub, workgroup video hub, you probably can't see it if I control it here. I'm doing this remotely. You'll see that it's actually on number 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's on number 6. So this is showing me the current source allocated to that destination. Now what I'm going to do here, you just saw me changing that video hub. If I just hold my finger down there, this is a little trick you can do with video hubs. You can actually use the scroll wheel to switch between the sources. So I'm actually using the scroll wheel there. Is it changing? I can't see. Yeah, that's changing. So I'm just using the scroll wheel on the mouse. It catches a lot of people out, and it's caught me out many times. But you can see now that the destination, sorry, the source for the destination number 1 is now changed. And as I turn the scroll wheel, you can see it's automatically following the information that it's getting back from the video hub, so that anybody at all changing anything to do on the video hub will always be reflected back when you're in control mode, as we are here. So again, as I'm changing that source on the video hub, it's reflecting that there. Now also, when you've got a telnet open, you'll always also see at the bottom of the telnet, let me just make sure we are focused. You can see again, as I'm turning that scroll wheel, it's reflecting the changes. It's telling you the destination that we've currently got selected, which is 1. It tells you the name of the destination, which is all coming from the video hub itself. Then it's telling you the source of the going to that destination, and it gives you the name as well. So that's kind of your plain English version of what's going on here. If you need to know what the actual numbers are, like this here says number 3, source 3, to destination 1, on the telnet you can actually, let me just do this here, you can actually go, just press the H key and then press enter. Sorry, HN, which is video hub names. Oh no, I've got to come out of this mode first, so we just come out of here. So you hit abort to come out of the programming mode. So we just go over to the telnet and go hub names, enter, and then it gives you a list of the names that are available and the numbers that they refer to. So before we said the destination was number 1, so that's basically tells you what that destination is as reflected by the names up here. So if I just go to get my cursor up there, edit, customize labels, they're all the names which are exactly the same names as what we've seen here. Now these names came from the video hub itself when we first connected to it, so everything's up to date. Every time you change anything at all, the video hub sends new information out to all devices connected to the video hub, including the panel, and so everything's always kept up to date. Very smart, these video hub people. Anyhow, let's just quickly get back to here. So I'm just going to go and go back into the video hub control mode again, which is Shift 8 quick, and there it is there. Now the moment you actually enter into control mode, it will automatically show you the 20 button allocations that have been pre-programmed to go match the key bus buttons, so that you can be using the key bus buttons to also control the sources of the selected destination. We cover that, how to program them, in part 3. So we'll get to the key bus buttons in a moment, but that just gives you a quick reference to what has been allocated to each of those 20 buttons. And when I say 20 buttons, I mean the 10 buttons. The 10 buttons that are here plus the same 10 buttons with the shift key held down gives you 20. Now to quickly change the destination of where we're going to, we press the hours button, which is this button here, and it'll step up one at a time. So it's actually now, as you see, stepping up, it's actually going to, it's showing you whatever the source has been selected for that destination. And of course, that can be any source at all that's available. And of course, the video hub that I'm using has only got 12 destinations, so it won't. It's actually got 14 destinations, because no, we've got more than 14. We've actually got 24. So it's only got 12 sources, but it's got 24 destinations. Because it's got 12 main outs and 12 monitor outs. So it fooled me for a moment. I thought I had a bug, and I didn't. And once you get to 24, as we did, it will go back to the start. Now, if you hold your finger on the shift button while you're pressing the hours button, it steps by 10. Not so big deal for a small video hub, but when you've got a video hub that's got 72 program outs and 72 monitoring out, that's 144 destinations. So you can step up. So here you'll see if I press times 10 any further, it won't let you go past the 24 that's available, and it'll go back to 1 again. There's no backward stepping on here, so you can only step forward. So as I showed you before, we can change the source on the selected destination by hitting the frames by 1, frames by 10, which will step up, step down, and you can also use the shift button to step by 10, and this one will not let you go past 14. And I want to say 14 because it's a 12 by 12, but there's an extra 2 sources, because we've got the frame store and we've got the down convert that's on these workgroup video hubs. So it won't let you go past 14. It doesn't loop back to 1, it'll stay up at 14 and won't let you go any higher. So you have to use the frames by 10 button to step backwards, and again you can step backwards by 1, or holding the shift button you can step back by 10. Fat fingers are getting in the way, so that's stepping back by 10. And of course, as I'm changing, you can see the changes have been reflected on the telnet, and it tells you again the destination and the current source, and as you can see I'm stepping up through those sources. And of course, most importantly, if you look at the actual video hub, you'll see as I'm changing, it is changing, yeah, it's changing. Let me hit the focus button, that might help. Okay, so I'm now changing those sources up and down as required, and again it's got the limitations on you can't go any higher than what's available. So that's showing you destination number 1. Let me see if I can put that's destination 1, this is destination 2, and so on and so forth, and then of course that's destination 13 all the way down to 24. So let's just say I'm going to go and want to control, so just pick a number here, let's say destination 13, it's my lucky number. Destination 13, and if we have a look here on destination 13, now that should be, we've got to focus, yeah, that should be, what's that, 11, 12, 13, so that should be that one there. So now if I just start changing the source, yeah, sorry, it's the top one there. That's 12. That's 13. I'm getting my 10s mixed up with my 12s, so being so decimally based. So as I'm changing that source, you'll see that it's not going any higher than what available sources are. And as I said, we have those 2 extra sources there, which is the down convert and the frame store, and those same names, as I said before, are reflected down in here. Hit the focus. So that's the highest you can go is the down convert, and then you can select down. So that's basically showing you how to use this panel here to control, to select your destination and to select the source for that destination. A little later on, I haven't written the software yet, but a little later on I'm going to be using the miscellaneous crosspoint selector, which just come out of this mode for a moment. A lot of people are aware that this normally selects the duration of the auto trans DSK mix and the fade to black, but in the 4th position it has a destination and a source for that destination for anything to do with the miscellaneous crosspoints that are available in the ATEM. But and they go up to 20, because I think 17, 18, 19, 20 are the 4 super source inputs. But from 21 onwards, I'm going to make it so that it will then control whatever video hub you have, which it will allow you to be able to do control your video hubs while you're still in normal operational mode of the GVG panel. I will do a separate video on that, because that's another big chunk of work that's got to be done. Anyhow, so we'll go back into the video hub control mode, and again we see here the last we had, always remembers the last we had, even last destination we had, even through a power up and down power cycle, it'll always remember that. And of course the source is always comes from the video hub itself, so there's nothing to remember there. Now the second way you can control the source going to the video hub, because as you saw there, the only control you have there is in an ascending or descending order. But if you wanted to cut from, say, video hub input 1 to video hub input 9 without having to go through all the other ones, you can use the key bus button for that. Now the key bus, there's 20 buttons available, 10 natural, the 11 to 20 available through the shift button up here. and those allocations, which I'll show you in the third video, can be set to allow any available input on the video hub to allocate to any one of those 20 buttons. So you've got the unshifted buttons there, and then you've got the shift buttons there. Now these allocations are for all destinations, so there's not an individual lookup chart for each destination. It would take so much memory that we'd have to take over a bank's computer to do that. But so as you can see up here, I've got on button number 1, that just happens to be my source number 1 in my source table. So if I go to button number 1 and press it, you'll see now the lights come on, indicating that the destination has allocated to a button or source number 1, which is actually allocated to that button there. And of course, as I switch the buttons, you can see switch here. Now I'm going to keep switching here. You'll see that the source is changing again as per previously discussed with the destination. And of course, if we go up here and have a look at that input, I've got to focus every time I go up here. You can see it's changing there. Now I'm going to just jump, say, from button 1 to button 3. You can see it's doing a straight jump. The other interesting thing too is that if you change the input actually on the video hub, or somebody changes that input on the video hub up here, like I'm going to do here, I'm going to do my little trick with the scroll wheel again. There it is. So you can see me changing those. Oh, yeah, you can see me changing those. If you see here, you can see the lights are following whatever source is on the video hub that has been allocated through the key mapping, as seen here. I showed you that before happening up here. That also occurs up in here as well. So you can see like button 5 has actually got input 5 selected, but button 6 has got something totally different. And if you look down button 6, you'll see it says frame store. And if I go up here and select frame store, which should be here, down there, frame store. We come back down here again. You'll see now button 6 tally light is on, because it now knows that this button has got frame store allocated to it, and frame store is now selected on the aux bus. And of course you can see the number there, and you can see the status update is over there. So that kind of shows you can do 2 ways of controlling the ATEM, either by using the digits over here, source into destination, change your destination, select your source, or over here, whatever has been allocated these buttons will automatically select on the current destination as shown here. So you always have to use this to change your destination, but you can use this number here or this key bus here to change the source going to that destination. Now this is indicating that we're in number 8 mode here, as I showed you when we originally went into it. So subsequently, when we're in this mode, it can't do anything else. It's only just controlling the video hub. So if I pull the fader back here, nothing is happening up here because we're in this mode. To come out of this mode, we have to come out, hit abort. You can hit enter or abort because it's it's instantaneous when you do your change. But as I said, I will work on a method of being able to control the video hub source, or the currently selected video hub source, while in normal operation by using the miscellaneous crosspoint set adjustments that are over here. I'm just wondering whether I know the only other thing I want to quickly show you while we're here. I'm now going to switch over to the broadcast video hub quickly, just so you can see the same things are being controlled over here. And as I showed you in the other video, just holding shift 8 and leaving shift held down, I can now go over and change the IP address's 4th byte which I forgot what it was. Oh, it was 121. 121. Now this particular controller, 121 did I say? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this particular controller is running a W5200, which is much faster. So you'll actually see, because I'm now going to the very large broadcast video hub, you'll see that it's a lot faster, and it'll do it all in one block rather than doing in the 4 blocks which I showed you in the previous video. So hit enter. So that's just the one block coming through, and there it is, block 1 done. I think it was what says there, 7,681 bytes it just downloaded, and so now we have a whole new video hub. So now here's the trick, because we allocated all those cross points for the key bus to suit the workgroup video hub. Those same cross points are still the same, even though we're changing different video hub. I may have to look at being able to load preset video hub cross point allocations. That's not too difficult, but it wasn't important at the moment, and maybe wait till somebody requests it. So now we're on the broadcast video hub. I actually have a monitor here that's looking at this source here. Now you can see that there says it's destination number 121. So I'm going to go into setting the video hub up here, and I'm going to change this number here, the first number, to 121. Now you're going to go, how's he going to do that? He's only got 2 digits. What happens is that once you pass 100 on your destination, it flashes the number. So, and I'm going to use the times 10. So shift up, and I said 121. So I actually want flashing 21. 13. And I've got to go by ones now, because 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So now the destination is flashing, meaning that it's actually 121. And you can see that's currently on source 45. If you actually have a look over here, it actually says this. I've got my naming convention actually has the source number there. So now as I change, focus. Now as I change, let's go down. You'll see the numbers going down here. Focus again. It's the number going down. I'm going to go back up to where we were. I've got 4 digital set-top boxes feeding 4 separate inputs here. Where were we? Were there somewhere? Can't remember where we were. And as you can see, as I'm switching here, again, it's showing you the source and destination. I think I went too far up. Sorry, I have a bad memory. I can't remember what source they were on. I think they were up higher. There you go, off there. And of course, you can see here, that's the output of that hub. I'll switch up to number 2. You can see it's actually done the switch, and because these aren't synchronous, the monitor drops out for a moment. Select the source again. That one's just black, I think. Oh no, there was a bad signal there. So that's number 4. So as you can see, I've gone up to off air D, which is 4. I'll go back to, well, you probably can't see it that far back. I go back 1, and you see now it says off air C. And again, if you wanted to pre-program the key bus, you could just do a little hot switch up here and cut to any input at all. Anyhow, I think that's more than long enough for part 2. In part 3, coming up soon, I'll show you how to change the allocations of the cross points here to the 20, and I'll go back to normal operation. Hit bought, and there we are back to normal operation up there. See you in part 3.